Also, in my case, because my daughter is a premature,
Right.
so she came to me 2 months before
Okay.
her due time. So she was like literally like this tiny.
Yeah.
She was like really tiny.
So you were
And
very hyper.
so I was really hyper. I was stressed. And as a mother, your motherly instinct kicks in, like
Yeah.
that protector kicks in. And like I wanted with all my might to take care of her and make sure that she's okay.
Of
You
course.
know, and she was in the NICU for about 7 days when she was actually supposed to be there for nearly like 15 days.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, with God's grace, all the parameters that a baby needs to do, Adira just kicked in.
How would you give her the right nutrition?
Both Adi and me are very fond of food, and the way I have wanted to parent Adira is that I never want to say no to her because I usually think like that's my thinking and my belief is that when you keep saying a lot of no's to your child starts getting very rebellious. So it's important to tell your child it's okay for you to have what you want to have, but you should know that this is the nutritional value that it's going to provide to you. So you take your call. The way Adi and me are, parenting her, we are trying to make her responsible of her own action.
Aajkal ke parents feel that pressure of sending them to a good school, extracurricular activities, all of that. There's too much pressure. So how do you strike that balance with,
Children, along with playing, they also have to learn certain skills because this is their age. Whether they are learning to speak another language. So for me, it was important that Adira learns another language apart from the languages that she's going to study, which is English language, which she has to obviously speak and communicate with. Then, of course, Hindi, which she needs to know how to read, write, and also communicate really well.
Of course.
And Adira was one of the students in her class who spoke Hindi really well. Because we made sure that she speaks Hindi.
Very
and that
good.
Hindi should be saaf. That's very, very important. Then, of course, she's learning Marathi because we live in Maharashtra. So now learning Marathi is compulsory. But with that, I wanted her to learn a global language, like a language that she can speak when she goes abroad.
Absolutely.
And it's not very difficult. So I thought teaching her Spanish would be great. Because that's the most spoken language in the world. And she's learning that. But I didn't want to force that on her. But I kind of gave her options and she really took on the language and she was very, very interested. And I think that is one thing that I made her do. And every other activity and every other extracurricular activities that she does is all decided by her. Whatever she wanted to learn. Like she's a very artistic and a very creative child. So she wanted to do painting. She wanted to learn singing because she has a great voice.
Lovely.
And she wanted to play the piano. So,
so
it's
what
learning.
she wants. You're encouraging what she...
And of course, because I'm Mardani, I wanted her to learn taekwondo. And I wanted her to
Lovely.
be
So
able
are my
to...
boys.
Yes, very important.